Hello, good evening. I hope you are having a great day. It's on Thursdays, and we are almost in half of the month. Whatever you're doing, I wanna wish you the best. I wanna wish that you succeed in everything you do. You get to achieve everything you put your hands on. Whether you're looking for a job, whether you are, trying to get the promotion you always wanted, whether you are chasing something, I hope that you are going to be successful and to achieve it. Today I'm going to talk about something on this topic, and it's going to be the Capitol's evolving political landscape. So I'm going to talk about the political landscape for the US Capitol here in Washington DC. Yesterday I mentioned about the future of the Capitol, how things are going to go. But today I want to touch based on the political landscape, the environment, the area, how does it feel like. And I also want to say that these are my views, and I said this from what I've seen, what I have observed. They are not based on statistics or data. And I also want to clarify that I just moved here in DC in January of this year. So all these things are new to me. Never lived in the capital city. I've never been in the actual political environment like DC. I've never, until I graduated from college 2023, I never fully involved in politics. So something that I want to share today is that my time here in Washington DC, I think that what we see right now is something that we've never seen before. I've spoken to people who have been working in the government, and they lost their job, they don't work anymore, and they don't seem happy. They're not happy. You know how in the private sector you get laid off and you expect it. So when you get laid off, you just move on. Some people celebrate when they get laid off. They just, they'll be like, I want to move on, I got another job. In Washington DC, when people got laid off, they were like humiliated. So when I see people, and it happens like suddenly, like people were not expecting it. So the political landscape in DC is scary. Everybody is like angry. Is no one is talking. No one is everyone is like depressed and confused, and they don't know what's happening. For me as an outsider, it kind of gives me like a clear image, because I'm not biased. I'm not part of any political group. So it gives me like a view from both sides, and I can't say nobody's happy here. Now, recently, one of the employee for the U.S. government, for the newly created government agency called DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, one of the employee was attacked in Washington D.C., and the President Donald Trump, he started talking about deploying the National Guard. Now, I haven't seen the National Guard, I haven't seen the police. I mean, I do see police everywhere, but I haven't seen like the military deployed everywhere. But there are some areas from what I've heard in DC where the crime has been going up and officials have been feeling unsafe for some reason, and that has created a lot of attention from the president to deploy the army trying to calm the situations down. The other thing I want to say is that I spoke to some locals, people been here for a long time, and they told me that when Obama was a president, people were happy. People were very happy. They were, excited. They were going around. But of course, this was coming from a black lady. She was like probably in her mid 60, but probably back in the day when Obama was the president. Maybe she was maybe in her 40s and 30s. So, but I can't judge from one person. But people have been saying that, you know, when Obama was the president, people are happy, things are great. But now you can tell that this is not normal. It's not usual. People don't seem to be happy. That's another thing. Now, the other thing that I've seen here in Washington, D.C. is the fact that many employees were working for USAID. I was not expecting that. Many people worked for USAID, many of them, and they all got also laid off. And some do share, they talk about it. Some don't want to share about it until you see their profile, because these are like big officials with much more experience. So that's the thing that I've seen here, is just how politics is changing and switching things around, and somehow you see some people getting angry, some people are much happier from whoever voted for the president, and yeah, I guess it is what it is. It's what they think of it. But every single time I visit DC, I found people protesting at the Capitol, people protesting at the White House. Very usual, very normal thing that you don't see anywhere in the country, where people protest all the time. At some point, it becomes normal. That's what I think I've seen as well. Now, I did attend the military parade which Trump hosted, and everything was great. I'm not gonna say I had no problem. Safety was top. There were a lot of people. By the time I arrived, the show was already done, so I didn't really see much. People seem to love Donald Trump, especially the white people. They love him so much from our show. What else I want to share today? I want to share something that I forgot to share, that is jumping out of my head every single time. Yeah, so what shocked me is how Donald Trump, when he's traveling from his White House, because that's where he stays, to the Capitol to give like a speech or address the nation or address the Congress, member of Congress, member of the House, they broke the whole street, like the whole Capitol Hill is blocked. I don't understand why do you have, like, if you come to DC, you can literally walk from Trump White House over to the Capitol easy, like it's easy walk. I don't know why he can't walk. They have to block everything. Now this tells you that it's very, this president is the most like hated president ever. Even people who support him, like the white people who pretend to be supporting him, I think if they had a chance, they would kill him. They wouldn't really they wouldn't protect him. Because you can tell, like Barack Obama, when I look at his video, he was walking around the Washington DC drinking coffee and cheering. I mean, he was protected obviously, but people loved him that no one would dare to harm him or do anything bad on him. But Trump, whenever he's giving a speech, I make sure I don't go anywhere in downtown, because everything blocks up. Like they broke an entire, like 5 blocks was very blocked. The Smithsonian Museum gets blocked. The whole was broke, like the whole building, even the homes get blocked. For some reason, they just have to protect him so much. That's how much people don't like him here in DC. And I think there are people who definitely would not let him walk free, like they will kill him. That's another thing Thailand. Another thing Thailand here in DC is that people are very understanding. Every opinion here matters. Like in any opinion, anything you say here, it doesn't sound it doesn't sound stupid or dumber. Every single opinion is I'm watching a little bird over here growing up. Every single word here is 100% respected, regardless of what you say. It could be stupid, could be making sense, they still value that opinion. People are angry. Politicians have to get angry. You know how you can argue to somebody, and then 3 days later you go to the bar, you drink, you're like, hey brother, there's nothing wrong with us, we are friends. Politicians here, they take things very, very seriously. Even something as simple as, something as simple as a smaller policy, like let's give out malaria medicine, something like that. Even if it's something as simple as cutting the cost of Medicare to 2%, 1%. If one party thinks we shouldn't cut the cost of Medicare, another party thinks we should, people get angry over these things. Like they get really passionate about it. They get angry, upset, yell. So very interesting to see here in Washington DC. What else can I share here? I don't have anything else to share. They are poor people here in DC, something that I also wanna mention here. And I was kind of surprised that DC, I now see why we shouldn't care about politicians. How do you expect somebody in DC to make your county, your city, your state, your country to be rich if they live in DC where everybody here is poor? People here are poor, extremely poor, unemployed. They live on benefits. Crime is high. Obviously, this is the most high crime area in the country. How do you? When I moved here, my goal was to observe, learn, because we always get told, always go in power, change policies, represent, be represented or represent somebody, speak up. But people come here, they do try. I'm not saying they don't, they try. But I just wonder, why can't they fix problems here in the city of DC? There are more problems here. They have tried to have public transportation, everything's fine, but I feel like they should do more by helping the locals get out of extremely poverty, rebuilding the area, clean, trash some areas. This is not like the whole country. This is a capital city of not just the US, but the whole world. So that's something that surprised me here, and I just feel like I need to make a video commenting on these things and talk about the political landscape of the DC. I don't know much about further. I don't know anything beyond that. I've been trying to look into the big beautiful bill, but I've been lazy to look into that. It's about 1,500 pages. It's a lot of pages. So but if I get a chance, maybe I'll make a video commenting about the big beautiful bill. But other than that, just know that DC, the capital city of the United States, at the moment, no one is happy. Everybody's really upset. Even the president is upset. We live in a very toughest moment right now of the most political pressure ever. So thanks so much for watching. Like always, take care.